Well, welcome back. It's Tim with C&D Farms, and today we're going to talk a little bit about on the farm. As you can see behind me, we've got some cinder block on the job site. So the house project is getting ready to start. So if you're new to our channel, this is Tim with C&D Farms, and we are going to start building a homestead from scratch on a piece of land that was a cow pasture and a little bit of a tree farm. So if you like that content, stay tuned, and we will come back and I'll explain to you block versus poured concrete walls. As you can see behind us, we've chose block, and I'll give a little bit more explanation to that when we come back. Alright, as you can see, it's kind of going to be the entrance to our basement. We've got a big pile of sand right here. The block mason's supposed to come in sometime this week. I think he's going to come in first of next week, and start doing the basement walls. And then as soon as the basement walls is finished, my contractor is telling me that he's going to be ready to start framing within a week after that, supposedly. I don't know if they let it sit for a little while before they frame, or do they just, you know, as soon as the block's finished. I'm sure they give it a few days to let it cure out before they put a lot of weight and start moving stuff around on it. So the question is, kind of in the video, is, you know, why do we choose block over poured concrete? A lot of contractors now use poured concrete walls. I guess a lot of it depends on the area you're in. One of the things, you know, I looked at both, and my contractor would have done poured concrete if I wanted it. Why we chose block is mainly because that's what the contractor preferred. Now, he said that he puts a coating on it, and he puts stuff on it to, you know, kind of prevent any kind of leaking and whatnot. So no real pros and cons for me, one versus the other. I like the sorry about the camera moving around a little bit. You know, my current house has a block foundation, block basement walls, and we've never really had a problem other than when we had a gutter that got stopped up. I've since solved that early on. We found that, you know, pretty much within a year after we've been in the house. I had a gutter that got stopped up. So that taught me just to make sure that my gutters stay cleaned out. The pipe going that feeds the water away from the house, make sure they're clean. And we've never had a problem with water seeping through the walls. Now, I know people that have poured concrete walls, and they've had some of the same issues. You get that dampness, you may get that dampness on the wall, and a lot of it is not due to whether it's poured concrete or if it's cinder block. It's to do with your drainage problems. So now this area where I'm at now, we don't have a real high water table. So cinder block may work for that. Poured concrete walls may work better if you have a high water table. You know, I don't know. If you got comments, leave them in the comment section about, you know, what's better. I know for me, I've had a block basement for 22 years, well, more than that, 27 years. And, you know, never really had an issue other than that first year when the gutters got stopped up and we didn't really have it piped away good enough. So as long as it's done correctly, as long as it's done, you know, you put the right coating on it, you have the proper drain tile. You don't have a lot of, we do have kind of a sandy, clay, red soil. So, you know, we'll go down with a drain tile, and then we'll go down with, you know, some gravel over top of that drain tile. And my understanding is, and I'll bring it to you, bring it to the video once I get the actual product. The contractor said that we're gonna have like a foam board that goes on the outside of the block wall with a sealant, kind of a rubber coated sealant. That foam board actually wicks the water from the wall down to the drain tile that's actually built into it. So once they put that up, I'll definitely have some video of that, so we can kind of follow along, kind of see what it is. So kind of a short video today. Construction is actually started. That's a good thing. The last video kind of showed it. You know, we dug the basement. Here I am kind of in the basement. We put the power board up. So the kind of pan around. The power board has went up. The power company is supposed to be putting in the power sometime in the next 2 weeks, depending. That's been kind of a long process. Just have to get on their schedule. So here's kind of coming back real quick. This is going to be my deepest corner of the basement right here. So this would be the deepest corner, the most exposed or most unexposed part of the basement will be right in this corner. This is the front corner. Right above this is actually it's kind of the master bedroom. We'll look over this, and then we'll kind of pan back around this way, and you know, there's the front door is going to be right in that section right there. So this is kind of the deepest part. So, and you can kind of see this soil. It's kind of a red, real sandy, but does have good drainage. So we've actually done some tests. I put some water in here when we had a rain. So although it's been really dry this year, we put some water in here. Actually, you can see that hose, that pipe right there. We've got to cut that pipe out, and that was for the cattle watering system that we found. We dug it up. That run for almost 20 minutes before we could get it turned off, and we was able to continue digging. Very little mud, so water was able to seep down, which they tell me that's great for drain fields and stuff like that. So that's also going to be a consideration if you are looking poured versus block. Like I said, with the right coatings, I'm not sure block is any better than poured. Some parts of the country, that's the only thing they do is poured walls. Here in Virginia, people do a little bit of both. However, I would say that block, cinder block, is what you see. Starting to see poured walls show up, but not as many. So, and that may contribute to the cost. You know, if you've got a lot of contractors in your area that do poured walls, they've got the equipment, they've got the panels, and they're able to do it. But around here, you don't have as many. So actually a poured wall costs more here than a cinder block wall. So in most cases, there may be some exceptions to that, and depending on the contractor. I know for me, it would have cost more. If I would have added poured concrete walls, that would have been an additional cost to the contract. So thank you for coming. That's pretty much the gist of what we've been doing. Yesterday, I was out here at the farm. We was time to clip the pastures. Didn't really do a lot of video of me mowing grass and stuff like that. I had my camera in case I saw something that was interesting. Yesterday, really didn't saw a bunch of deer. I was real careful not to run over any of the fawns because they like to bed down in this tall grass. But you can kind of see behind me, right there, that's the first pasture. Still got 2 more to go. I've got the back pasture that I need to clip. I'm gonna kind of do that during the week. In the afternoons, do a little bit each night. It'll take me most of the week to do it, unless I can just spend one whole day. If I had one whole day, I probably could finish both of them. But doing it from the time I get off work till the sun goes down, it's gonna take me probably 3, maybe 4 days, depending on how much time I got. So stay tuned. I'll have some video of them putting the block in, hopefully. hopefully we'll have the power up here this week or first of next week. So again, thank you for coming by, thank you for subscribing, and please join the channel if you like this content, and hit that thumbs up button. It does help, and helps us build the channel, helps us do more with the farm, and we'll see you on the next video.